Today's consumer wants their surgeons, doctors, healthcare professionals to be humans. So we can't shy away from that. It's not the same as it was even 10 years ago, 15 years ago. So make sure it's authentic and you don't have to do things that feel silly.
Welcome to Success Confidentials.
9 minutes every week that'll level up your practice. If you're a healthcare visionary obsessed with patient experience, team culture, marketing, and growth, you're in the right place.
We are too. We're Lauren
and Christine,
the patient whispers. We worked together for 4 years as leaders in a real premium practice.
We did not play in the traditional healthcare sandbox and believe human emotions drive all success, and it really, really worked. We grew our cash pay practice an average 60% year over year.
And on social media, we grew our followers from 1,000 to 14,000 in just 2 years, generating millions in annual revenue from social media alone.
So now we're out here sharing what made us wildly successful so you can be too.
Let's have some fun.
Let's dive in. I think a lot of people think of viral as reaching hundreds of thousands of people. Certainly that is going viral, but when we're trying to reach a local demographic of patients, we don't necessarily usually care if we're reaching 100,000 people across the country. We'd rather reach, say, 5,000 people in our city. So when we talk about going viral in this sense, we don't necessarily need that volume. We just need to reach more new people in our area.
So how do we make viral content? This is going to be hero or engagement content, which we cover in our social media training program. But essentially it is taking trending audios, scenarios, hashtags, and jumping on that bandwagon as it applies to our practice.
So you really have to be a social media user to even really know what trends are happening and try a lot of different things. You know, sometimes we produce content, we're like, man, this is going to go viral. We're going to reach so many people. Actually, we're delusional. We think everything we produce is going to go viral. But it's a trial and error. And sometimes things you post and you're like, I don't know, I'll try it. That's what really takes off, and you show up to thousands of people. And so it's really a trial and error, and it's really having fun with it and making sure that you are just producing a lot of great content and seeing what sticks, seeing what is picked up, because people decide what is going to work. People in the algorithm decide what's going to work, not our best ideas.
Yeah, and also, too, with these trends and scenarios and hashtags, really having a good understanding of your brand voice and who you want to portray online. Because if you don't, and you're just trying to stick to every trend that goes out there, it ends up looking a little inauthentic. And, you know, one of my big things I say is, looks like it's produced by a lot of different businesses. We want to remain very consistent in who we're presenting on every front to our patient or potential patient.
Funny and relatable content is one of the highest performing types of content on social media. And it makes sense, right? We're on social media to enjoy ourselves. 66% of marketers say funny content is their highest performing content, followed by relatable humor. The thing we get asked the most by especially surgeons and doctors is, how do I do that and not look silly? I am a healthcare professional. I want to look professional. And our answer to that is be authentic. We are never saying you should do any trend or hop on any trend that doesn't feel right for you. You don't have to dance. You don't have to lip sync if that's not your personality. And if you try and it's not your personality, you'll probably look awkward and it won't work. So there are lots of creative ways to use trends that can still be funny, can still be relatable, and can still show you're human and you have a personality, because today's consumer wants their surgeons, doctors, healthcare professionals to be humans. So we can't shy away from that. It's not the same as it was even 10 years ago, 15 years ago. So make sure it's authentic and you don't have to do things that feel silly. Let's share a couple examples to really make this all click. What are some recent videos we've seen from some of our clients who have gone somewhat viral, and what were they?
The first one is, what does LASIK recovery look like? This one got over 3,000 views. And then also, how to choose the right cataract surgeon. This one got over 2,500. The thing here is that both of these profiles didn't even have 1,000 followers. So this is a substantial amount of views for them. And it's all informational content that people found interesting, and the algorithm began to prioritize it to additional people in their area.
And you may be thinking, that's not a lot of people. How does this make a difference? When you're consistently producing content like this, you are showing up to thousands of people every week in your area when you do it right in a very organic way. Plus, you're able to test content to see what will perform best as ads. A great example of this is one of the next videos we want to talk about, where a practice posted a video of a patient right after surgery, and they're crying and they're hugging the surgeon. That went viral. It reached a few thousand people. And we said, okay, let's run this as a boosted post. So we put a little bit of ad money behind it. It wasn't even a lot. That video has now reached over 80,000 people, and for a very low cost. So this is a great way to test organic content going viral and then boost it to then have it really even go to the next level.
Yeah, because again, people and the algorithm control our success on social media. So if it does well and performs well organically, then we know that's what people want to see, even as ads.
Another example is more story content. It was a patient who brought a cowboy hat in as a gift for the surgeon, and we happened to catch it on video. It was a really touching moment. That video reached over 100,000 people overnight because it was a story and it meant something, and it showed a relationship between a patient whose life had been changed and their doctor. So story content is another great type of content to go viral and reach new people.
As always, we want to bring you guys actionable takeaways from today's conversation. So first, you do not have to be silly, dance, lip sync, whatever the things are that hold you back from posting on social media. Figure out what makes you feel comfortable and is authentic to you as a provider and as a practice as well.
The point is, no matter what type of trending audio or scenario or hashtag or topic you're jumping on to potentially go viral, we're not going to see a high level of success by being very direct in trying to promote our technology, our services, or our procedures. We have to really lean into things that may feel odd for you at first and lean into our culture, our passion, our personality, our love for each other as a team, our love for our patients, really all of those soft things about you as a provider or a practice that are not directly related to the service or procedure you are ultimately wanting to get in front of these new people. It's an introduction to you, not the close. If we can help you with anything related to today's topic, use the link to schedule a free 30-minute synergy session just for new practices.
For our existing practice clients, you already know where to find us.
Now we want to hear from you. What resonated? What other topics are hot for you right now? We want to know all about it in the comments.
We're just a comment away, so if you have any questions, we personally respond to all comments and DMs. If you're not subscribed yet, make it easy on yourself to see new episodes and reference topics that are helpful by hitting the subscribe button.